Hey everybody, Mr. Morel here, and today in this video I am holding a camera. This is very exciting, and I'm going to teach you how we're going to start to learn how to do matrix stuff in a calculator, because that's kind of the great thing about matrices, is that your calculator actually does matrix stuff. And so for this video, I'm going to be using a TI-84 Plus. And so the trick, I'm going to show you two different ways to do this. One way, I think just works with these newer calculators, but if you have an older calculator, I'll show you another trick that works on this one and older calculators as well. Okay, so in order to type a matrix in your calculator on the newer versions, what we're going to do is we're going to push alpha and then F3 is in green. So alpha zoom. And what that's going to do, you can see here, that's going to take us to a matrix menu. If you push the up arrow, you can see you could change the dimensions of your matrix, how many rows and columns. Well, I want to do a 2x2 matrix, so this is great. If I didn't, let's say I wanted a 1x2, I could scroll that up and push enter, and you could see, sorry, I know you can't see me pushing enter. If you push enter, it will change the rows. So I actually want a 2x2, so let me go ahead and push enter again. And when you have the dimensions that you want, you're going to go ahead and push OK. And you can see you got a matrix here. So you could just type in, I'll just trust me that I'm typing the numbers 1. And then you can notice there's an over symbol because you don't want to push enter. You want to push over to get to the next number. So then 2 over, 3 over, and 4 over. And now our matrix is in, which is awesome. Okay, so that's the newer version. And I'm going to keep talking a little bit more about this newer version. And then in a minute or so, I'll show you the old version. Okay, so let's say that I wanted to find the determinant of this matrix, okay? So if I want to find the determinant of this matrix, here's where we're going to push. Okay, you're going to notice here that there's a matrix button in blue. So first thing we want to do is we want to program the word determinant, okay? We want to find the determinant of this matrix. So to do this, we're going to push second. And then this button right here is going to be our matrix button. Okay, so second matrix. And it's going to list a whole bunch of matrices you can program. Okay, we actually want to do some math. And if you go over to math, that first option there is the determinant. So I'm going to push enter. And now it's asking the determinant of what matrix? Well, we got to type the matrix in. So to type a matrix in the fast way was alpha zoom. It's a 2x2, so I'm just going to go ahead and push OK. And we're going to say 1 over 2 over. It is really hard to do this holding a camera, I got to tell you. Over. So once your matrix is programmed, then you could push enter, and you could see the determinant is -2. Okay? Now, let's say that we wanted to find the inverse. For the inverse, we actually want to type the matrix first. Okay? And then what we're looking for, the math symbol for the word inverse is the exponent -1. That -1 as an exponent is the inverse button, okay? And so keep in mind, take a look here. That is gonna be this button right here that I pushed earlier, -1 with an exponent. So in order to find the inverse of this button, or this matrix, sorry, I'm gonna go ahead and do alpha F3. I want a 2x2. And then I want 1 over 2 over 3 over 4 over. And then I'm going to push the inverse button. And that means we want to find the inverse of this matrix. Push enter. And you're going to get decimals. In our class, we're going to want fractions. So what I'm going to have you do is push math, enter, enter. And hey, look, there's that same inverse we've been finding before. So if you're on an older calculator, we're going to use the matrix button down here. So I'm going to kind of just show you how to program that matrix in. So I'm going to push second and then the inverse button. That's going to go to matrix. And you can see all of these matrices here. What we want to do is we want to edit a matrix. So like I said, this will work on older calculators as well. I want to edit matrix A. Now we're going to set the dimensions. I want a 2x2. Notice I am pushing enter this time. Okay, and now I'm going to program 1 enter. Okay, so this one you do push enter, the other one you push over. 3 enter, 4 enter. So basically this is going to save this matrix here. So I'm going to go back to the home screen by pushing second mode, because that's going to quit us back to the home screen. So to find the determinant using this other way, that's going to be second The inverse button will take us back to the matrix menu. This time, I want to do math, push enter. I'm going to find the determinant, and this time, I'm going to do second inverse, because that's going to take us back to the matrix menu. And I'm going to use the name matrix A, because that's how I have it programmed. You can see it's a 2x2 matrix there. So I'm going to push enter, and it's going to find the determinant of matrix A, and there it is. Same idea, I could do second inverse for the matrix menu. I could push enter, and then I could just push the inverse button, push enter. There's the decimal version, but we want the fraction version, and there it is. So alpha zoom is going to be a way to just type in a matrix one time. If you want to use the same matrix a few different times, you probably want to use second inverse, go over to edit, and actually program in that matrix, and it will save it so you can use it over and over and over. So anyway, that was your tutorial on how to use a graphing calculator to do the determinant and inverse stuff of matrices. I hope that helped. Have a good day. Talk to you later. Bye.